Thank you so much for joining me again. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. If you are returning, thank you so much for, joining me again. So this will be a week in the life video, which I'm really excited about. I'm hoping to be able to share some cool stuff this week. So right now it is Monday, March 31st. It's around 7 a.m. I'm about to get ready to go to the gym. Right now I'm just going to make my pre-workout meal, which is a shake, and also my intro workout. So I'm going to, do all that. And then I wanted to show you what I put in my intro workout. So let me just kind of shift to that. I was going to do my pre-workout shake first, but I'll show you what I'm putting in that. So this is what I drink during like my workout and stuff. So I use amino acids from Morphogen. This is called Synthogen. The flavor is strawberry lemonade. It's called Summer. It's really good. I use that. I use creatine, of course. Everyone should be taking creatine for sure. It is a really great supplement. And then I have just plain like powdered carbs. This is the NutraBio brand, and this is just unflavored. They do have like flavored carb, but I don't know. I've never had a desire to use it because I already have like this in there to like add flavor. I guess if you don't use amino acids or anything like that or EAAs, then you would get the unflavored one or would try it. But anyway, and then I also always put some, this is pink salt in this dish that I put into my intro workout. So yeah, I'm going to make that. I don't think I've ever showed what I put in that intro workout. And then of course, water. So yeah, and then for my pre-workout shake, I just do PE Science vanilla vegan protein powder. I use vegan because for some reason I can't like digest whey very well, which is very sad because I really like PE Science whey flavors. So if you can digest whey, you should definitely try them out. Orange juice, I do a little bit of orange juice, and then I do just a tiny bit of like almond milk, and then I have a banana on the side. Sometimes, like if I'm not working out like super early in the morning, I will like blend my pre-workout shake into like a smoothie. Since it's so early, I don't want to like make all that noise and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm gonna get started on that. I'm gonna drink my water, take some supplements, and then I'll be ready to head out to the gym. Today is a posterior day, so back, shoulders, glutes, always glutes. Bikini girls know, always glutes. And then I'll do cardio and some posing, and then that should take like maybe 2 hours, maybe a little bit more. So yeah, I'm excited for this week. I'm excited to bring you guys along with me. So thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you in the next clip.
All right, so first, I just want to take a moment to appreciate my back right here because what? My back has never looked like that. So clearly, I am doing some lat pull downs and I am focusing on really squeezing at the bottom and making sure that my lats are squeezing there. Also, trying to keep my shoulders down, which was like a critique from my coach a couple weeks ago. So I've been working on that. But yeah, I am really proud of the progress that I've made with this exercise and also my back in general. So yeah. So these are some chest supported rows, and I really like this exercise. I'm focusing here on pulling the elbows back to my waist. And I keep my hands facing towards each other just so that I can really feel the lats rather than putting it on the other part of the other handles. And I really do feel this exercise very well. This was a warm up set, so don't come for me for the weight being so low. I did go up after this, so just so you know. But yeah, I really do enjoy this exercise. So next we're getting into some seated lateral raises, and I really do like doing these seated rather than the standing machine. I can really push against the pads to really give me some like resistance with that, and my coach prefers that I do it this way as well, and I like it too. So here I'm just focusing on really holding at the top and just making sure that I'm really pushing against those pads for the actual momentum rather than just like swinging my arms up, which I kind of did like when I first started doing this exercise on this machine. So yeah, I like this exercise. I like all of my exercises. I'm gonna probably say that for everything. But yeah, that's my seated lateral raise. So now we're getting into the glute portion of my session. So these are actually cast glute bridges, and I actually don't like doing it on this machine. Someone else was using the glute drive that I usually use, and that's okay. So this is probably something I would not send to my coach for like review, but here I am focusing on holding at the top like I do with basically all of my exercises, just really holding the contraction. And then with cast glute bridges, I try to make sure that my legs don't go beyond like 90 degrees um, as I come down, if that makes sense, or like the knees don't like kind of push back. It's easier to see what I'm talking about when I use like the barbell or like the glute bridge machine. So I'm really sorry that I wasn't able to do it on that machine today. But either way, these I really feel these, man. Like this is an exercise that I didn't really do. I would only do like hip thrusts. So adding in the cast glute bridge has been a game changer for me. It's definitely a different feeling. Like you're not going to go down as far as you would with a hip thrust. Um, so it really kind of keeps the pressure on the glutes throughout the entire exercise, which is good for the glutes, of course. So yeah, that is my CAS glute bridge or KAS glute bridge. I don't know. CAS glute bridge. That is what I call it. But yeah, that's basically it. I did two sets here, so you saw me like in between sets, and I went heavier on the second set. So yeah, that is it. So here I am now practicing like the walk to the back section. So I go from my front pose and then I transition to the back pose. And then from there, I just step in and then take a couple of steps to the back. I was kind of running out of space here, so. And then we hit that back pose. That's me flipping my hair, even though my hair was up. And then I'm going to transition to my front pose. And the transition is just a little bit different. It's quicker. So I'm just turning around and hitting the front pose immediately rather than doing the bend and snap movement that I typically do. And then from there, we transition, take a few steps forward, and then hit that front pose again. All right, guys, so we are back, and I have my mic, so you should be able to hear me better now. It's nice and charged. So I just got back from the gym maybe like 20 minutes ago. I took a shower, all that stuff, got dressed, put my stuff away, and now I am making my post workout meal, which is cream of rice with blackberries and almond butter and protein powder, all that stuff. So I'm just going through that right now, making that up. Um, so I didn't really talk about how like my workout and stuff went, but it went pretty good. Like I said, it was a posterior day, so like a little bit of glutes and shoulders, and you saw some footage of that. I didn't like film everything because I honestly like just didn't feel like it. Uh, just just being real, like I just didn't feel like filming everything. But I got a little bit of, back, some shoulder stuff, and some glute things. So I feel like I got like a pretty well-rounded, like you got a well-rounded glimpse of kind of what I do on these days. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed that. And then of course, like, my little posing spiel that I had. Um, so yeah. All right. So when I make my cream of rice, I know everybody does it differently. Some people cook it on the stovetop, which I do that sometimes, like occasionally if I'm like really, feeling like doing all that. But typically I just put it in the microwave. So I put it in, I just do the water first in the cream of rice for about for about a minute. And then hold on. Okay. And then after that I take it out, whisk it around. It's really important to make sure you whisk it. Like, you know, and then I add my protein powder in there. I know some people add the protein powder in at the very, very end, which I've actually never done that before, so I can't really say anything about it. I don't know. I just like to have it all mixed in. I think maybe I have done it before, and what happened is that like when you put the powder in and you try to mix it, like the powder just like flies out of the bowl sometimes, and like I just really don't feel like dealing with that like ever. So I just don't do it. So I just mix it in while it's all liquidy. Um, and then I put it back in for a minute and 30 seconds. And I open the microwave every like 30 seconds or so just to whisk it so it doesn't get like dry at the bottom. You know what I mean? Like if you've eaten cream of rice, like sometimes it can get like at the bottom of the bowl, it gets, like caked up. And that's not really the best texture, in my opinion. So today I use Ghost, or I always use Ghost for the most part for my cream of rice. And I use the peanut butter cereal milk flavor, and it's really good. I like, well, not every Ghost vegan flavor because there is one I don't like, the banana pancake batter. That one's not good. But I like this peanut butter one. I like the chocolate cereal milk one. The pancake, the normal pancake batter one is great. The Cinnabon one is really good. I haven't used that one in a while actually, so I might do that later this week. And sometimes I like to mix the flavors. Like so, I'll do sometimes some not Cinnabon, peanut butter, and I'll mix up the chocolate with it too, and it's pretty good. It's like a little Reese's cup thing. So I've already whisked this. I'm gonna put it back in the microwave, and I also measured out my egg whites in this glass. So I'm gonna start cooking those too. So yeah, I'll show you when all of that is done. I'm not gonna show you like me cooking eggs. Like I don't know, it's kind of boring. But I'll show you the finished product. I just wanted to show you the things that I was using. And that's this, and then my cream of rice. Actually, I don't buy anymore. Like the orange box, I actually just blend my jasmine rice, like the rice that I cook in the rice cooker for my meals. I just put it in a blender and just blend it up, and it's the same thing basically. Like it's literally just rice. Like I feel like cream of rice, like the box of cream of rice, sometimes it's like $5 or $6, like that tiny little box, and it just doesn't make sense. Like I buy a 25-pound bag of rice, so I might as well, like, if I can just use that to make cream of rice, you know, saving some money, saving some time, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I will show you the finished product of everything once it's all done. So this is the consistency of my cream of rice right now. I don't know if you can see. I hope it doesn't spill. And I only put it in for, so I put the microwave on a minute and 30 seconds, but I took it out just now at 30 seconds. I took it out at a minute, stirred it, and then took it out again at 30 seconds, and here it is. Now I'm going to add my frozen blackberries to it. I love frozen blackberries for this just because like they kind of like melt in, so it's like I don't know, it's hard to describe, but it's very good. So I'm gonna do that real quick. All right, so the cream of rice is done. The blackberries are a little bit melted, so it's mwah, perfect. Now I'm gonna put the almond butter on, and with almond butter, or just like, oops, sorry, with any nut butter, you want to measure it out like in grams instead of like doing like the tablespoon thing. All my stuff is in grams anyway, so it doesn't matter. But the way I do it is I put, let me start over. I put the container on the scale, turn it on, and it should be at 0. And I need 16 grams, so I just take out, you know, 16 grams. And on the scale, it'll be like negative whatever. So I just need to get it to be negative 16. So right now it's at negative 12. Now it's 18, so that's too much. Now it's 19. That's weird. Okay. Okay, now we're at negative 16. This can be kind of tedious, I'm not gonna lie, because sometimes the scale goes like up or down and it's like really weird. But that's basically how it is done. And so everything's done now. I have my egg whites here, and I season those with salt, pepper, and smoked paprika. Emphasis on smoked paprika. If you are not new here, you know in like one of my last videos, I raved about her. I love smoked paprika. She is my ride or die. And here is the finished bowl of cream of rice. I don't know. It's kind of hard to show you that with the camera angle. But yeah, I'm going to eat this now. And then I don't know what else is going to happen today. But I will see you in the next clip. Thank you for joining me so far. And I will see you later.
Hello, hello. It is moments later, and I have some packages. So this is some of the excitement that I alluded to earlier this morning when I said I'm excited. So, and this package is actually from TikTok Shop. Don't judge me. I shop at TikTok Shop sometimes. You know, they're having some deals. So I love a good deal. So this is. Oh, this is the tripod. This is the Craft Geek Mag Stand tripod. So it's going to be like magnetic for my phone. So this is all to just like elevate my content right here. So that's exciting. So we have this. Okay. Oh, look at her. Oh. She is nice. She is nicer than I thought she would be. Is this a remote? Yes. Okay, so here she is. I got the white one. I think it came in pink or something as well. Oh, push. It says push. Okay. Oh. Okay. I see. Oh, I love. All right. Well, I can't put my phone on it because my phone is obviously recording right now, but very cool, very nice. I will play around with this. I'll record my next clip with this. Yay. Down, put it back in the box. What's this? Oh, it's, I guess a charger or something. Although I don't know what it would need to be charged for. Whatever. That's, I guess, why we read the instructions. Sorry, my cat is doing something weird. The other thing, this is the Craft Geek Halo Glow Light. So it goes with this tripod. And I knew I needed some lighting, especially like when I record like early in the morning, like my morning stuff, because I train early in the morning. So when I do like my intro type thing, when I'm like making my first meal or doing whatever. All right, cool. So I guess this attaches to the back of my phone. So it, like, I guess this is the light part. I don't know if it's, okay, I'm gonna have to charge it first before it turns on. But this is what it looks like. It's nice and tiny. And this thing, I don't know what this is. I'll figure it out. Excellent. And I like the box that it comes in. It looks very professional. I love that. It's not just like some rinky-dink box. Okay. So there's that. These are some supplements actually from Morphogen Nutrition. And these are just, it's not everything that I take, but it's some things that I was like running out of. So I'm going to show you that. All right. So I'll pick it up later. All right. So we have Synthogen again, which I showed you earlier that I put in my intro workout, another amino acid. This one is Peachy Keen, which is, I guess, just peach rings flavored. So this is a different flavor than what I usually have. I'm excited to try it. I feel like sometimes I've been using the same flavor since like I started using this product. So I've never changed flavors. So I'm like, okay, maybe I should try something different, you know. Oh, cool. I forgot about this. This is Volugen. This is a non-stim pump and performance supplement. So basically a pre-workout. And I just wanted to try something different or something new. I don't even know why I bought it, to be honest. Like, that's crazy, right? I guess I bought it because I wanted a pre-workout. So yeah, that's why. So I'm gonna try this not tomorrow, but like my next training day. Oh, and this flavor is watermelon grape candy, which I probably won't like. Actually, I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say that at all. I might like it. I don't usually like grape flavored things, but we'll see. I think there were other flavors that I wanted that were kind of like sold out. Lastly, Burn is a non-stim fat loss supplement that I use. And I take this every day. I'm supposed to. I ran out, so I should probably take these after I turn the camera off. But I usually take this in the morning, just like with my normal morning supplements. And I mean, I like this product. I don't really know. I guess it helps. It's on my supplement protocol, and I just follow that, honestly. Like, when it comes to supplements, like, I will research, you know, the ones that I take, but some that are just, like, kind of, you know, standard, like, not, like, fat burners or, like, stimulant type things. Like, I know, like, what it is. I know it's a stimulant. It's going to get your heart racing, so that you can, like, burn more calories, maybe sweat more, like a thermogenic would do for you. I already know what amino acids are for, like why I'm taking it. Pump, I know what that's for. It's a pre-workout. It helps, you know, bring, you know, blood to the muscles so that you can have a nice pump or whatever. Mostly a cosmetic type of thing. But yeah, these are just, you know, a few of my supplements. Maybe one day I will do like a breakdown of like all the supplements that I take. It's not like it's a ton. I mean, most people in prep take quite a few things to just keep them like at an optimal level. But yeah, that is my haul for today. I don't expect that I'm not expecting anything else today, but I am expecting some packages during the week. So stay tuned for that. Some more exciting stuff. So yeah. Good morning, YouTube. Welcome back. Today is Tuesday, April 1st. Happy April Fool's Day. I don't have any jokes for you today or like pranks or anything like that. But I'm just sitting in my car waiting for it to warm up actually because it's cold AF today. Like it's 41 degrees, which isn't like the coldest it's ever been. Obviously, see, I have a glove on. That's how cold I am. But yesterday it was like 72 degrees. So that's definitely like a huge difference in temperature. Like I'm wearing obviously you can see I'm wearing like a winter coat right now. But yeah, I'm just waiting for the car to warm up. And then I'm going to head to the gym. I just have cardio to do today. And it's a rest day, so that is what I'll be doing. I'll be resting, getting my steps, of course, doing my cardio, and then just kind of hanging out for the day, getting some work done, doing random stuff. So I will take you along for that today. I might not have that much footage today just because of what a boring day it might be. Yesterday was pretty, activity packed, so because it was a training day. um, stuff like that. So, yeah, we'll see what the day holds. But thanks again for joining me. And I will see you in whatever the next clip might be. Hey guys, I am back from the gym and I stopped at Trader Joe's to pick up a few things. Just a couple of staple items, sort of. Some things are not, part of my diet, but just things I need to pick up anyway. So, first thing, eggs from Trader Joe's. They were actually kind of like a good price. Like I think they were like, hold on, I have the receipt. I thought they were going to be like $10. They were actually $3.49. So if you're looking for eggs that are a decent price, Trader Joe's for sure. And they're just normal eggs, like cage-free, like white eggs. We don't do like fancy eggs. I don't even eat them. They're for my boyfriend, so he's not super particular. Bananas, because the ones that I have are looking like this, looking a little scary, but I'm still gonna eat them. But yeah, got some bananas here. These maple chicken breakfast sausage that I don't eat but had to pick up anyway. Sea salt, love sea salt. And I've got my oats, my gluten-free, organic rolled oats with ancient grains and seeds. So this has like a blend of like the oats, amaranth. I don't know what that is actually. I might have to look that up. Quinoa, I know what that is. Chia seeds and ground flax seeds. So yeah, I love these oats. And if you have seen any of my previous videos, you know that I blend them in my blender and then put them back in the bag because the texture of oats, like I feel like the texture of gluten-free oats is always like super thick, and like the grains are like really big, and I don't particularly love that. Like I'm a texture person, so yeah, I like it so much better when it's blended. So I'm gonna blend those later on. I still have some like left over from the last time I bought them, so I don't need these immediately. I'm just gonna prepare them. And then the last thing I got was this shaved beef steak. This is really good. I can't eat this right now, but I ate this a lot, and not a lot, but like occasionally and off season. And this is really, really good. Like I really like to use this to make like an Asian inspired like meal, like a teriyaki type of bowl with like rice, um, vegetables, some sauce. Um, we also sometimes, I think we've used it to make like little sandwiches too, like little beef sandwiches. And also you can use it to make a little cheesesteak if you want to, like at home. It's really, really good. Yeah. So it's like thinly like sliced. So it's very versatile. So, and it's a good source of like protein and stuff. It doesn't have oh, it does. Okay. Yeah. So in like 4 ounces, it has 200 calories, 13 grams of fat, 21 grams of protein. And yeah, so definitely not having this in prep right now, but off season, she's back. So yeah, I'm gonna put all this stuff away. I'm gonna make my first meal, which is gonna be the egg whites, the oats, almond butter, with protein powder like mixed in. And today's a rest day, like I think I mentioned before. So my carbs and stuff are pretty low today. It's a rough day, to be honest. So I really do try to like rest and just like, do cardio only and then get some steps. And I think right now I've gotten like 8,200 steps already because I did cardio at the gym. And then I also, like, after I did my actual cardio, I got on the treadmill and did some steps, listened to a podcast.
So I'm pretty like far ahead on steps. I think I might try to get outside today and get the rest of them rather than pulling out the walking pad, if the weather permits. If it, gets warmer throughout the day, hopefully it does. But yeah, it's just gonna be a chill day. I might jump back on here just to talk about like where I'm at in my prep and some of my protocols right now, because I don't think I've really talked about that in a while. So you'll probably see me in the next clip just yapping away for the most part. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So see you in the next one. Good morning and welcome back. So today's Wednesday. I don't really know the last thing that I filmed prior to this, but yesterday was kind of a boring day for the most part. I made meal prep chicken yesterday. I had to do some stuff for um, my new job, so like some online training and stuff like that, and I had to get that done before like my start date in a couple weeks. So I just kind of like went all in on that. So kind of a busy day, not too much going on yesterday. Um, but today I am just getting everything ready for the gym, as you've seen me do before many times here. I just had my morning like gut health drink, I guess I'll call it. And that's basically just aloe vera juice, water, and then this Mega IgG product. It's from Microbiome Labs. I just get it from Amazon. Nothing too crazy. I've been using that for about a month now. Um, so hopefully, like, the improvements will show up on my labs next time I get them done. But yeah, I'm just making everything up right now. Today is going to be a leg day. It'll be like more, I'll have like some quads in there, but mostly glutes. No surprise there. So yeah, I'm just getting ready for that. What else do I have going on today? So today I also have a posing session with a posing coach later on tonight. So that should be fun. I actually have, this is a different posing coach than what I was working with a couple weeks ago. I'm still going to work with her. I just like to have multiple opinions about certain things sometimes. Nothing, too crazy. It's not like I dislike someone's posing critique or whatever. It's just that I like to have, multiple opinions sometimes. So I'm doing that. And yeah, that's pretty much it on the menu today. I actually am going to sit down with you guys today, though, and just kind of like talk about like how prep is going, what some of my protocols are right now, and things like that. Since I definitely want to share that in this video at some point, and I think today would be a good day for me to do that. So I also wanted to like show you guys this. So remember in like on Monday, I think, I got this new product, this non-stim pump and performance. I just opened it and it's like the texture is so weird. It looks like, honestly, it looks like cat litter, which is kind of grossing me out. Like it's very like, I don't know. I wonder if you'll be able to see what I'm talking about there. Hopefully, if not, like I'm sorry, it's probably a waste. Um, so I don't know if I'm gonna use it. I was really excited to use this. I might just reach out to them and be like, hey, what is this? Like, is it expired? It says expiration August of 2025. So like this year it'll expire in a few months, but I don't know, I'm a little bit scared. So I'm gonna not use this. I'm gonna reach out to Morphogen and be like, is this what it should be? I don't think so, but If it's safe to use, then I'll use it. But for now, I'm just gonna like, yeah, I'm I'm not thrilled, not thrilled about that at all. So we're gonna. Why's the thing not? How did I even get this out? All right, I'll figure this out later. But yeah, that's all I'm doing right now. Just getting my stuff together, and um, I'll film a little bit at the gym. Not every exercise because that's kind of a lot to do, but I'll film some stuff at the gym, and I will see you when I get there. Hey guys, it's literally moments later, and I'm sitting in the car waiting for my car to warm up again because it is 40 degrees and it's freezing. Um, I'm actually gonna put my gloves on. But I did just want to say that I ended up trying the pump product, mixing it up in water. So while I'm waiting for the car to warm up, I'm just gonna do a taste test here. It actually, even though it was like really clumpy, it still mixed very well. So I'm excited about that. So I mean that's a good sign. So I'm gonna try it. The flavor was watermelon grape. Hmm. Okay, that's actually really really good. Wow, wow, I'm shocked. I'm gonna have some more. Yeah, it's a nice flavor. Like I said before when I opened it, I'm not really like a big like grape flavored type of person. So I was like a little bit nervous, but I think it was like one of the only things that was in, the only flavors that was in stock. There was like some other flavor that I knew for a fact that I wouldn't like. I think it was like a, I don't know, I can't even remember, but that's actually very good. I love that flavor. It's really good. And it did mix pretty well. So like there's, even though it's like clumpy in the container, it's not clumpy like when you mix it up. Like all I did was like put like one of the little shaker balls in there. I shook it up. I put some ice in it because I like to have my um, like pre workouts and intra workouts ice cold. Um, Same with my protein shakes. So yeah, I would give that like a 10 out of 10 for taste for sure. And then like appearance wise, like okay, that's like a 5 out of 10 because it was definitely like a little bit off putting when I opened the container. I was like, what the hell is this? Like this looks like it's dry. But yeah, it's good. I'm really glad that it's good because I didn't want to have to go through like returning or exchanging or something like that. Like that's a pain in the butt. So all right, so I'll see you at the gym on my way there now. Now that the car is kind of like warming up a little bit, I will be on my way. So see you soon. Hey guys, so it's a couple of hours later, and I've had, let's see, I haven't really done much today except for like, I did some stuff again for like my new job, like some training, and then I had a meal. So I had meal three, and I'm about to have meal four in like an hour or so. And I got a tea from Starbucks. It's open because I'm going to show you something real quick with it. Um, but I wanted to sit down and just kind of talk about where I'm at in prep and, show plans, like mindset, stuff like that. And I might break this down into two clips so it's not so long. But um, like I said, first I want to show you something with this tea. So I have the tea from Starbucks. It's just like an iced black tea, like nothing in it. But I have this pineapple mango, like liquid water enhancer that I got from Safeway. It's just like one of those like Mio or Crystal Light type of things, except for it's not like a powder, it's a liquid. So I just am going to hold on. First, this is kind of like it's filled to the brim, so I'm gonna drink some. That wasn't a whole lot that I drank, so I don't even know if that makes a difference. But I'm gonna put some in here, and a little bit of it goes a long way. So just a little squirt of it. And this is probably like not new to some of you. Like this is probably just like old news. But to me, this is a game changer. I tried it for the first time on Saturday. I don't feel like getting up and getting like a spoon to stir it around. So, huh, I'm lazy. Mm, so good. This is going to save me in prep. I fully believe that. At some point, I won't be able to drink this. So, or use the artificial sweetener. So, I'm savoring it for now. Mm, so good. Okay. So anyway, like I was saying before, I wanted to talk about, prep and stuff. So when this video is released, I will be 12 weeks out. I'll be probably a little bit under 12 weeks out, like 12 weeks and like 6 days. Because I am going to film some things on Sunday because I have something exciting that I'm doing with my friend on Sunday. So I want to get some footage of that, like behind the scenes. Anyways, so I am 12 weeks out, and or I will be 12 weeks out. And if you watched any of my other videos, like my very first one, I was 15 weeks out, and that was like in February. So clearly, show plans have changed since then because it's like, it's April. How are you 12 weeks out when in February you were 15 weeks out? Yeah, so we changed my show plans a few weeks ago. I was going to do the DC Pro Am, and then I was going to do Nationals a couple weeks later. And not Tennessee. Yeah, no, Tennessee and Chattanooga, not junior. Which one is it? Shoot, I don't even remember. But it's the one that's in Chattanooga. I was gonna do that. So my coach decided, like, or our plan, like all along, was to just be ready early, and she was, stating that, we really want to be like ready early, and me getting ready for DC Pro Am, which is like early June, first weekend of June, I would be just, getting there basically, rather than like being ready early and stuff like that. Like I've been throughout prep, I've been dropping weight consistently, but like it's been, my average has been going down by like 1 pound or a pound or like a little bit under a pound for kind of a while. And so it's been slow. It's always decreasing, but it's just, it's just kind of slow. So we ramp things up a bit, excuse me, and just push the show day back. And I'm totally okay with that because like I just want to be ready on stage. That's like my goal as well. Like absolutely my goal is to be ready. Um, so yeah, that's what happened with that. Um, so in terms of how I'm feeling, I feel pretty good. I've been in prep for 12 weeks, and so I have 12 more weeks. So my total prep will be 24 weeks, actually 25, because the following week is, I'm doing a second show. So I plan to do a show here in Maryland as my first show because I need to qualify for nationals. And then I plan to do Universe as my very first national show ever 1 week later. Or actually, it's like less than a week later because I think it's on like a Thursday or something like that, or something random. So yeah, I that is the plan for the shows. I'm feeling pretty good. Like I said, I've been in prep for 12 weeks. Like my energy is still pretty good. My calories are still at a good place. Like the calories that I'm at right now are calories that I used to start prep with. So go figure, do with that information what you will. So I feel really good about where I'm at. Um, and my coach feels the same way. So I just need to keep pushing, keep moving along. Right now, my cardio is at 5 days a week, 350 calories, which comes out to be about 35 minutes, sometimes 40 minutes if I'm like on my phone a lot during cardio. But I'm trying to like be better at not like being on my phone during cardio and just like kind of like locking in, like putting on a podcast or putting on music and just like staying locked in and keeping my heart rate up. So let's say like 35 minutes on average, 5 times a week. which I'm happy with. That's totally doable right now. Obviously, it's going to get higher. I expect that. Like, I've done 4 preps. I've done cardio way higher than what I'm doing right now, way higher. So I'm happy with that. I also have my step count is at 10,000 steps per day. That's in addition to cardio. And that's, I've been surpassing that basically every day for the past basically all of prep. I think I started at 10,000 steps. I think I was always at 10,000 steps since the beginning of prep. Or maybe I was at, yeah, I've been at 10,000. Yeah. So even in off season, I got up to 10,000 steps with like no cardio. So food wise, I'm not really going to share my macros or my calories. I just don't, I don't know. I just don't think it's necessary or it would be useful to you. But I will say that my training day calories are probably like 400 calories less than what I was at the peak of my off season. So not too crazy. And again, like the calories that I'm on right now are calories that I in the past have started prep on. So like I started prep this time like very, very high, rather high. And then now, I'm at like this is a decent place for me. Again, I know that's going to change. I know my calories are going to get cut at some point. Like I'm not expecting them to stay here. Um, I will say that my rest days, my calories are pretty low, and rest days are difficult. I think I talked about that whenever yesterday when I had my rest day. Those days are rough for me. So yeah. My training days are a lot better. I have more energy, more carbs and stuff as expected. So yeah, that's all I wanted to share about where I'm at in prep. I'm feeling good. I check in tomorrow, and I know that my cardio is going to go up. Last week she did tell me that my cardio is going to go up this after this check-in this week. So I'm prepared for it. I'm ready for it. I know that it needs to happen. So I'm not stressed out about it. I don't really stress out when like changes get made to my plan because it's just like it's prep. It's part of the process. Like whatever. Your food's gonna get low, your cardio is gonna get higher. Um, and yeah, that means it's time to really get to work. And I'm excited for that. So yeah, that's basically a little breakdown of, how prep is going so far and where I'm at. I'll probably do another video at some point, like when I'm single digits out, like maybe around 9 weeks, just to show you that, how different things might be. But yeah. All right. So part two of this little yap session, I just kind of wanted to talk about like things that make this prep different. So as you may or may not know, this is my first prep with my coach currently that I'm with. I did an off season with her starting last year in May, so around about a year ago. And then we started prep in January. And so that's the biggest thing that makes this prep different from my past is that I'm working with a different coach. She has a different approach than my past coach. Not that, the old approach was bad, it just did not work for me. And I didn't see the results that I should have been or wanted to. Um, so yeah, that's totally different. It's benefiting me a lot, like a lot. Like that's all I'm gonna say about that. My training, I've definitely approaching my training a lot different, and I talked about this on my TikTok before too. Not that like I'm a big TikTok person, but like I did kind of talk about like how in the past in my preps, like my mindset was like, oh, I'm in prep, I'm in a deficit, like I can't lift this heavy or I need to take the weights down immediately. And that's just not how it works, or that's not how I'm doing things now, and that's not how I think anymore. So I'm still pushing like the same weights that I did at the peak of my off season, or at the end of my off season. And I'm even pushing for more weight, even though I'm in a deficit of about like 400 calories at this point. So I'm not, doing myself that disservice by, you know, wimping out on my training intensity just because I'm in a deficit. So that's, that's another huge difference for me. And then on top of that, my training just being tailored to what I need specifically for my body. So instead of me doing like, you know, I don't know, a whole bunch of quad stuff just because it's leg day, I'm doing the leg day that is meant for me and for my body based on what I need to improve on and what I need to bring to create a better package on stage. And I love that for me. That's exactly what I wanted. I wanted something specifically tailored to my body. Um, and that's what I'm getting. And that's making a huge difference, I think, in this prep. Like, I'm able to see, like, how my body is changing, how it's different than what it's looked like before. And I like that. I really do love that. So I'm really happy with that. Um, on the topic of mindset, like, I've just been, I don't know, this hasn't just been this year that my mindset has changed about bodybuilding. It's been like maybe 2 years that I've started to kind of shift my thinking as to, I used to just kind of think of myself as a girl who just competes and lifts weights and likes to be in shape and likes to be on stage. Like, I never really looked at myself as like a true athlete, and therefore I never really treated myself as an athlete would. And that's a huge difference for me now. Like, right now, I consider myself an athlete. Like, sure, I'm not a pro yet, like, but I still, try to treat myself as an athlete, get my sleep, stay on top of my supplements, drink my water, hit my training, hit my meals, and stuff like that. And before that, my mindset just wasn't there yet. And I feel like that played a huge role as well as to, why I wasn't as successful as I wanted to be in the past. Um, and I always kind of like, I don't know, when I started competing, my goal was not really to turn pro or anything like that. I started thinking about it more towards like my second and third, like prep, second and third season or something like that, where I was like, oh, okay, maybe I can turn pro, maybe I can work hard and, you know, turn pro. But like now I'm just like, my mindset is like, why can't I do it? Like, what is stopping me from doing it? Like, what is it about me that I can't, win my class or win a show overall or win or earn a pro card? Like, what is stopping me? Like, nothing's really stopping me, like, obviously you need to have the right guidance and you need to be able to do the work on your own, which I can do that. It's just, up here like has to be in sync with what's in here too. So, and now I feel like it's kind of it's all coming together. Like, it took some time to, like, come together, but here it is. So yeah, that's, those are like some major things. Mindset is so important, especially in this sport. It's important like everywhere, like, but specifically in bodybuilding, or even just like, going on a fitness journey. Not, I don't want to just make this all about bodybuilding, but any sort of fitness journey, your mindset is going to be like the most powerful thing. Like, it doesn't, like, if you keep telling yourself like, no, I can't, or like, I don't feel like doing it, or like, I don't want to eat this stupid chicken and rice, um, and then you don't eat it, you're just pulling yourself back away from the person that you want to be, from how you want to feel about your body, how you want to just feel in general. So I would just, I just took a look at, how I was thinking and how I was feeling about myself in terms of where I wanted to go in bodybuilding, and just started to shift that. Like, it wasn't like overnight. Like, I didn't just wake up one day and was like, ah, yes, I can, turn pro. Yeah, I believe it now. Like, no, like, it took some time for me to like really think about it and think about what that would cost in terms of, what I needed to do, the actions that I needed to take. And so I'm working towards that. No, I'm not perfect. Absolutely not. Like, sometimes I miss a supplement. I don't miss any meals, especially not in prep. But sometimes I miss a supplement. Sometimes I don't sleep, a full 8 hours or 9 hours. Sometimes I don't drink every drop of water. Um, so, like, it's always a work in progress. Nobody is doing this and is doing it perfectly. And we need to understand that. We need to remember that. But we have to make sure that we're doing better than we did in the past. So like if my Tuesday wasn't that great, then my Wednesday needs to be better than that Tuesday. Likewise, if my Wednesday was perfect, then move up from there. One of the things that I tell my dance students, because I am a dance teacher, is that like at the end of each rehearsal, like we end on a high note, right? So when I see you next week for rehearsal again, we need to start at that high note and then just go higher and get better. That's how I explain it to them, and that's kind of like how I should be applying it to my own life, and bodybuilding. And each day that goes by is an opportunity to get better. Each rehearsal for them, for my dancers, each rehearsal is an opportunity to get better. For me, each day is an opportunity to get better, to drink more water than I did before, or, take my supplements earlier in the day versus like waiting until the end of the day to take everything and hoard all the supplements. I do that a lot, actually. It's not, you know, my proudest thing to admit, but I'm being honest. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you guys. So yeah, my yap session is done. I feel like that was enough talking. And yeah, I will see you in the next clip. I actually have a posing session with a posing coach in about an hour or so, or yeah, an hour. So I'm going to get ready for that. And I will see you in the next clip. I don't think I'll be able to get any clips of me during this posing session because I need to use my phone for it. And I can't do two things at once on my phone. But I will jump back on here to let you know how it went, or maybe in tomorrow's clips, I will, recap it. But yeah, just wanted to yap for a bit. Hopefully something that I said was useful to you, or you can resonate, or maybe not. That's okay too. Thanks for listening though.
All right, so here is meal 3. So we have green beans, we have some ground chicken, I've got some rice, avocado, and I put some G. Hughes sesame teriyaki sauce on top, along with some pink salt. And here is the sauce. This is so good. I love this sauce. Like, I bought like 3 bottles of it from Walmart because I love it so much. I put it on basically all my meals. I do measure it out though, like on the scale. So one of my favorite things, another little prep hack. I know eventually I won't be able to use this anymore. Here's the like macros on it. It's 5 calories. Whoa, focus. Okay, 5 calories and 15 grams, 1 gram of carbs. So out of the 15 grams, I just kind of like use 5 in each meal in like 3 of my meals. So like 5 grams in one meal, 5 in another meal, and 5 in another. And then I just, I just do it that way. So yeah, that is meal number 4. Good morning, everyone, and happy Thursday. Today is check-in day. As you can tell, I'm in my Toxic Angels posing suit, and I have my black backdrop there. So yeah, today is my check-in day. I just finished taking my pictures. I took my measurements, and I just have to fill out the rest of my sheet, my check-in sheet, and send that in. I usually try to send that in around like 7:15, 7:30-ish. So I just, wake up on Thursdays at the same time, get my pictures in at the same time, get my weight, get my measurements and all that stuff. And then once I send everything in, I usually get a response about like different changes within a couple hours. Usually get really quick, or always get really quick feedback on any changes that are going to be made for the upcoming week. I already know that my cardio is going up because she told me that last week. So I don't know if anything else is going to be changing, like food-wise or anything like that. But we will see in a few hours. So I'm going to go finish filling out my check-in sheet, send that in, and then we will get moving for the rest of the day.
right, guys, so we are back. Can you even see me? Okay. So we're back now. So I just did I sent my check-in a while ago, a few hours ago, and I have my response, and just wanted to share like some things that are changing. Like I said before, I already knew that my cardio was going up, so that starts this week. So now I have 6 days of cardio, 350 calories. Um, and then my food has dropped a bit on my training days. So my intra carbs have been removed, which is that carb powder that you've seen me use to make my intra workout drinks. So that's been removed. And then I had some carbs removed on my training day from, I think, meal three. Yeah, meal three. Um, so no more rice in that meal. So yeah, things are really starting to kind of like ramp up now because we are approaching 12 weeks out, and we do want to be extremely ready or ready early for this show at the end of June. So yeah, like I said before, I mean, I understand how prep works. I know we have to drop food, we got to increase cardio at a certain point, and yeah, so we will see how this week goes, how my energy will change. I know it will for sure, especially without having the carbs, in the middle of my workout, like I'm so used to having. So it'll be interesting to see, how things, how I'm feeling and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm definitely, I'm looking forward to it. It looks like we're getting right into the thick of things. Hoping to see like some pretty significant changes over the next couple of weeks. And I think she said that, everything is, for the most part, this protocol that I'm on right now should stay the same for a while. I don't know what a while means. Maybe a couple weeks, maybe like this month. I don't know. But we just check in every week just to see, how things are going and make adjustments from there. So yeah, that is the outcome of today's check-in. Um, I'm going to go to the gym around 2 o'clock and just do my cardio, get some more steps. I actually think I, I think I met my steps, or I'm pretty close because I used my walking pad this morning, and I was on it for like almost an hour. So I think I'm pretty close with my steps. So I may not need to get a whole bunch. Just definitely have to do cardio. Then later tonight, I have a dance class that I'm taking. I signed up for it a couple weeks ago, so I've already paid for it. So I'm gonna go. It's an hour long. It's a contemporary dance class. Surprisingly, normally I would just go and take ballet because that is what I am like, well versed in for the most part. I mean, I know contemporary dance, but like it wasn't like it's not something that I didn't dance professionally as like a modern dancer or anything like that. Not that it matters, but yeah, looking forward to that tonight. And then yeah, I will check in with you guys a little bit later, maybe towards the end of the day. This video is getting really long, so I might just, I might end it on Friday instead of ending it over the weekend. Because right now it's at an hour, and like I haven't even finished like today's video and like tomorrow, and haven't even gotten into the weekend. So we'll see. I don't want the video to be super, super long. So yeah, that's it for today, or for now anyway. I will see you in the next clip, whenever that is.
Hey guys, welcome back. Today is Friday. It's about 3 o'clock. I have not really filmed at all today. I'm actually right now having a meal and editing this video, trying to get all the footage out there. Ran out of space on my computer, so I had to get an external hard drive so that I could put things on that, and then free up some space so that I could get this video out. I wanted this video to go into the weekend, but it's just not going to be able to do that. So I'm gonna end it here with Friday being the last day, and then I will put out another video of like what I'm doing this weekend, because I did want to share with you like some behind the scenes content of like something special that me and my friend are doing on Sunday, a special video shoot. So I wanted to get some behind the scenes of that. So yeah, this video is really long. It's a little bit over an hour. So thank you so much for watching. If you made it this far, I appreciate you so much. I know it was a long video, but I hope that, you know, it was entertaining a little bit, or, you know, you learned something, or, you know, something that I did this week was interesting to you or whatever. But yeah, I'm gonna just close everything out here, and I will see you in the next video, whichever that might be. Thanks again. Bye.